Hi, I'm Rebecca in the Keys with Florida Keys Television TV 88, and today I am here with Islamorada Mayor Chris Sante. We're going to talk to him about his term in office, so don't go away. Chris, welcome. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Wonderful. Well, tell me, filing ended a few days ago. Why did you decide not to run again for office?
This is my 10th year in office, 4 years as mayor, and my wife and I decided that we want to do a little bit of traveling, so it's better do it now while I'm able to than later on.
Okay, so where do you plan to go?
Well, of course, we're going to have to go visit the kids and harass them, but then we have relatives and there's things we want to see we want to go to Seattle and do the West Coast Highway, and we have friends all across the United States that we want to visit, and we have friends in Canada, so we're just going to pick and choose and just kind of mosey around and not be under any pressure.
Wonderful. Okay, well tell me, in your 10 years in office, tell me what were the high points?
Well, in the village politics and any small town politics, there's always a lot of excitement going on. I was on the original council with the sewer, and we had meetings till 1 o'clock in the morning. It was horrible. And
I remember those too. I was there.
And then it's as the sewers were slowly switched over and went in, then of course this year we have the hurricane issues, and every year there seems to be some different crisis. But I'm really pleased with this last year. We were able to, I think this council is able to move forward really well. We leased the jetty at Founders Park, so we're going to try to put a walkway there. Even though we suffered with the storm, we had a lot of benefits come out of it. The Great Lawn is restored. All the fields that were used for hurricane damage were restored. The trash areas down south have been restored. So actually, even though it was terrible during the storm, the outcome has been really nice.
So you were a part of that, and that makes you feel good to have been a part of that.
That, and are you familiar with the art trail of the Keys? They have artwork between here and Key West, and we are looking into putting up mile marker 80, making that little park there on the bay side, making it an art walk, so there'll be different artists will be allowed to show their wares there, you know, their works. So that's kind of exciting. You know, it's nice to see positive things moving forward in the village, and it's nice.
Yeah, any tough times on council?
These last couple of years have been fine. I mean, there's a few issues that we always argue about, but that's normal. The previous councils, we had some really tough meetings and really tough issues where the council was really split hard. You remember the formula retail? That was a big mess. And there's just little things like that, but you know, we all move forward.
Right, okay, well tell me, what would be some advice that you would give to candidates for their campaign this season?
I think you have to be honest. Don't feel bad if you got to tell somebody you don't agree with their point. Be willing to listen to them, because I've had people where I thought I was set one way come up and talk to me nicely, and all of a sudden I begin to see their point, and so it allows you, I think, being open and you have to have the ability to see the other side. And like the crosswalk across the street, we voted 5-0 for that. But now, after looking at all the details, I'm not in favor of it for various reasons. And again, we all make decisions, but as any person who's running for council or on council, you can't dig your heels in. You have to be able to speak to each side, make an intelligent choice, and then move forward. Right,
okay. So for the people who get elected, any other advice?
Yes, they're going to chase you around the grocery store, asking you questions. They're going to call you all hours for problems, and you just have to be nice and work with them, because most people don't understand the system. And a lot of it's simple stuff. They just want a stop sign, or they want something fixed in their neighborhood. And it's really not a big deal, but it's hard to speak on the microphone at the council meetings. You don't know who to call at the village to get something done, so it's a lot easier to call somebody you know. And that's the advantage of small town politics. You have 5 locals that everybody knows, and when you run into them, you go, I got a problem, can you help me? And the answer always is yes. What do you need? Right.
Perfect. Small town, you gotta love it.
I do love it. I wish I would have started younger. I would have stayed in politics longer.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Mayor Sante, not only for this interview, but for your 10 years of service to the village of Islamorada, and happy trails.
Thank you.
Rebecca in the Keys and Mayor Chris Sante signing off.